pool plumbing tip. Today I'm going to show you real quick how I would start marking for the light fittings, the returns, and the skimmer. So first of all, we have a 16 by 41 Goliath by Thursday Pools right here. So if we have the house on this side, right, shallow end, deep end, I like to put the lights on the house side of the pool. That way when they're shining at light, they're shining away from the house, meaning away from the windows and away from the patio where they're gonna be sitting, okay? It's case by case. In this one, I'm gonna put the 3 lights on this side pointing that way. So right here, I have my tape measure laid out, and duct tape is your best friend if you're working by yourself. The extra pair of hands right there. So the working area that I have, the working space, is 38.5 feet. So now what you can do is you can either, if you have 3 fittings, right, whatever number it is, 3, 4, 5, add 1 more and then divide the whole thing by that, and then you get equal distance in between each. So in this case, 3 fittings, I divide 38.5 by 4, and I get equal distance for each of the lights. But on this one, it would put me at 9 feet, which is a little farther from the steps that I want. So instead, I'm just gonna go the second route. I just pick whatever distance I think it would be best. In this case, it's 6.5 feet from the beginning, right? So 6.5 feet, first light, and then 6.5 feet from the end in. So I wanna say it's right, yep, right there. Marked it right there, 6.5 feet. Then I get the middle distance, whatever that is, divided by half, and put the third mark right there. So now that I have my 3 lights, what you do, and this goes for the returns as well, 14 inches down from the top of the shell. Top of the shell, go 14 inches down, and that's where you mark your hole, and you start drilling your pallet hole and then your fitting hole, okay? Now, returns is gonna have 4 returns. I'm gonna put 2 on the end, and then 1 on each, 2 on that side, and 1 on each end, deep end and shallow end. Deep end and shallow end, I'm gonna put them straight in the middle. So whatever that distance is, divided by half, put it in the middle. And then on this, on the opposite side of the house, is gonna go 2 returns. So what I'm gonna do is I can put them straight across from the lights, but I think they're gonna overlap this return and that return if I put it right there. So instead, I'm just gonna go in between the lights, right? For the opposite side, not this side. So whatever the distance is between these 2 lights, I'm gonna put 1 straight across. Same over here. Whatever distance between these 2 lights, straight across and right there. Now, one thing that you have to make sure when you're doing the markings and before you drill, do not drill anything into the support right here, okay? These are the beams. Do not drill into that because it's a pain in the ass to drill through this and actually to smooth it out, and you don't want to for many reasons. So let's say one of my lights had fallen at 25 feet, which is right here. I would have just gone, I don't know, a foot on either side. So I would have put it right here or right here, and then you have to adjust the other 2, of course. In this case, that one is not on a beam. What about this one? This one's not on a beam because it's right here. And this one, not on a beam. But this might actually be a problem. While it is not on a beam per se, it's actually on a support area right here. It's much thicker right here because it's where they lifted the pool through, right? So I'm gonna have to move this one 6 inches out because it's pretty much half of the hole is gonna be on the normal side. It's gonna be a lot thicker. So it's gonna mess with the light fitting. So I'm gonna have to move this one 6 inches in, which means the last one I'm gonna have to move 6 inches this way just to make them prettier, even. Now the skimmer, I can just put exactly between those 2 returns, smack dab in the middle. And again, the skimmer does take a lot more space than just a light. So when I go to that side to mark the skimmer, I gotta make sure it falls pretty much in between the pillars, the support beams, okay? I don't want it on any support beams on that side. So always with fiberglass pools, make sure you're not drilling into those. The skimmer will go pretty much right here. Yep. So there you go. That's how you would go about marking on a fiberglass bowl for the skimmer, the lights, and the returns.